Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to make a video talking a little bit about YouTube success. Okay, I get this question quite often. What do you do to get subscribers? How do you do what you do? First off, let me tell you, there's two different kinds of people on YouTube. There's one person over here that has a goal. Okay, they set themselves goals. Um, I need X amount of subscribers, or I want to get to this point on YouTube. I want to gain so and so popularity, and so forth. Then you have someone over here, the other people on YouTube, who don't care about the numbers whatsoever. They don't care how many subscribers they have. They don't care if people thumbs up or thumbs down their videos. They make videos because they enjoy making videos. And if they have very few subscribers, they appreciate who they have, right? And they keep making those videos for those people. Of course, there's a lot of people who have a little bit of both. I have a little bit of both of me. I'll be honest. I mean, it's really nice to see the numbers grow. But at the same time, if you're not happy and having a good time making videos and it becomes a job to you, what's the point? Why would you go through the trouble of having to do that? This is the same exact reason why I don't like MySpace. Originally, when MySpace gained popularity, I'm talking pre-Facebook. Of course, everyone jumped on the Facebook wagon. I don't have a MySpace page or a Facebook page or anything. First off, I just don't have the time. But even if I did, MySpace used to be all about friends, right? You get a MySpace page, and then your goal is to get as many friends as possible, right? That was the point of it for a while. I mean, some people actually enjoyed it, and they used it as a social networking site, but most people just wanted to see their friend number just climb and climb, okay? So they can brag to their friends, oh, I got 4,000 friends, or oh, I got 10,000 friends. So I just never got into it. Then when Facebook came around, to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Facebook, so I'm not even going to really talk about it. But it's a popularity thing for the most part, and it's a lot of, I don't want to say waste of time. If people enjoy doing it, it's not wasted. It's like some people would say making YouTube videos is a waste of time. So I can't judge when I'm in that same position. But, if you like it, that's cool. Nothing wrong with it. It's just all that stuff, all the popular things like tweeting twittering, whatever it is. I just never got into it. But anyway, I always get off subject. I know I had a specific thing in mind when I turn the camera on, and it always just veers off, Anyway, I wanted to make this video to give you guys some tips, but I wanted to stress the point that I don't feel that I'm successful in what most people think success is. I think that if you enjoy what you're doing, which I do, and you enjoy the feeling of helping people out, whether you have informative videos and people are learning from them, or you just do entertaining videos, maybe you just do funny videos and people laugh at it, that's success. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 5 million people. You guys have to realize that, okay? You can't compare yourself to other people, right? I think that I'm successful in what I do here, in that I make videos, people appreciate the videos, and they thank me for the videos. I get tons and tons of messages every day. And, it never gets old. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. But it really does make me feel good every time I read a message like that. That is my goal. And although I admit it's nice seeing the numbers climb, you always think in the back of your mind, I mean, everyone's competitive. Doesn't matter who you are. You all have a little bit of competitiveness in you. Some are more present than others. But, of course, yeah, I would love to have 1 million subscribers, But that's not my main goal here, okay? And I think that the true good YouTubers don't feel that way. They're having fun. And it's always quality over quantity. You may have 50 subscribers, and all 50 of your subscribers are really loyal to you. And what I mean by that is they enjoy what you do, and they support what you do, okay? And then you can have someone over here who has 100,000 subscribers, or 400,000 subscribers, but if they don't mean anything and they don't really care about the person, then what's it all for? The whole idea here is there's a couple things you can do on YouTube. You can either be entertained, you can learn stuff, kill boredom, make friends. That's pretty much the major groups there and the purposes that people come to YouTube. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I feel I'm successful on YouTube, but not in the sense, I know it sounds almost arrogant in some ways. Some people might see that as arrogant. Like, oh yeah, big whoop, you got a bunch of subscribers. You know, that's not what I mean by that. Okay, and I'm serious about that. I'm successful in that I've made so many friends here, and I really enjoy spending time on YouTube. Okay, it's a hobby. That's all. But that all being said, I'm going to give you guys some tips on what I feel is a way to be more successful on YouTube. If you're struggling, if you're putting out videos and people aren't watching them, or if your goal on here is just to gain lots and lots of subscribers. Okay. I just compiled just a quick little list of some stuff. Now, I don't follow all these rules, quote unquote rules, that I'm about to tell you. These are just suggestions. Okay, but I do follow most of them. Anyway, it's going to be a top 10 list of some, like I said, suggestions, or I don't know, what's the word? I'd say you turn on a camera. I think Pete from the Army Channel said this too. You know, you have so much on your mind. You turn on the camera, and no matter what great video you just produced, the second you shut it off, you think, man, I meant to say this, you know, or oh, I should have done that, you know. It's funny. It's mesmerizing. I'm looking into this tiny little lens. There's no one here, although I know you're all watching. It's a very, very strange deal. But anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about before now. I'm totally sidetracked. These are just tips. That's the word. All right, sorry. Yes, these are just some tips for me to you. Hopefully it helps the people who have asked, because people keep asking me, and I just want to make a video talking about it. All right, the very first thing, and I think one of the most important things, is to be real. Personality, okay? It doesn't matter what your subject material is of your video, whether it's funny, educational, knife, gun, Zippo, doesn't matter, okay? If you have a bad personality, or if you're a negative person, people will not watch your videos again. They may stumble across them because you have a subject that they're interested in, but if they don't like you, they're going to leave. Okay, I promise you that. It doesn't matter what you have to offer as far as knowledge or entertainment. If they don't like you, they're not going to watch you. Now, there are some exceptions. Some people get obsessed with hatred. Some people hate people so much, it's like they're a crazed fan and they have to watch them because they're waiting for them to slip up just so they can rub it in their face, you know? So there are exceptions, but generally speaking, if they don't like you, they're not going to watch your videos, okay? And you can't change your personality. That's what the first part of this is. Be real. Be yourself, okay? Don't put on a persona that you think people are going to enjoy, okay? It's not, I mean, yeah, you can run with it for a while, but first off, it's going to be hard to do because you have to go into character, right? You shouldn't have to do that. They should be watching you. It should be genuine. That's what's going to be most easy as well, okay? So be yourself. If you have a good personality, people will come to you, I promise. All right, number 2. This is all the technical stuff, okay? This includes decent camera, decent lighting, perhaps a tripod. You know, you can have a great personality and you can have great subject material, but if all your videos are really shaky and it's really dark and you can't see what's going on, or it's really grainy, people are going to tend to shy away. Now, I don't completely follow this all the time, okay? A lot of YouTubers who have a lot of subscribers, they kind of make their own mini studios. They buy different kinds of lights for lighting, and they have like the $3,000 camera, all that kind of stuff. I do the best I can with the funds that I have. I actually am planning in the future, if I can afford to upgrade different things. You know, camera equipment, get some more lights, get a specific area where I can do reviews, stuff like that. So it's not completely essential, and I say that because when I started making videos here, I had a just so-so camera. My lighting wasn't all that great, you know. But I'm saying it's definitely going to help you. It can't hurt. It will definitely improve your viewership. It's all the technical stuff. You don't have to have crazy editing, but have some kind of editing. You know, have some decent lighting, have an okay camera. It does not have to be HD. Okay, just make sure people can see what you're talking about, or you if you're talking. All right, so that's number 2, all the technical stuff. You know, if you sink a bunch of money into equipment, it'll help, put it that way, but it's not essential. It's just helpful. Number 3, and this is a rule I definitely do not follow, and that is to make your videos short. Generally speaking, if you're starting off making videos and you're new and you have a very long video, you're going to lose people's attention. This is, it's very subjective because it depends on individual cases. But generally speaking, if I find someone new, and I can only speak of myself and what I assume other people do, but if I find someone new and there's like a 10 or 15-minute video and I'm watching and like kind of rambling a little bit and I don't know, maybe I lose interest, I think generally speaking across the board, people are like that. They like short videos because, face it, they got real crap to do. You can't always spend hours in front of a computer screen. Maybe they got like 15 minutes to kill, and they want to watch a couple funny videos, and then all of a sudden they stumble upon your video, and guess what? It's 12 minutes long. Nope, they got to be out of the door in 3 minutes. Sorry, they don't want your video. Now, of course, I do not follow this rule. And the reason being is because I'm not looking specifically to gain subscribers. I really appreciate new people coming in and enjoying the videos, but again, this is a list that's generally supposed to generate more, hints to help generate more subscribers. Once you establish a viewership and you establish a position here on YouTube and you have people who like your videos and you start gaining popularity, then you can get into the realm of making longer videos, because now you have people who know you, enjoy your stuff, and might sit through a longer video. Or in some cases might make it a specific point to go back and watch a video later. You know what I'll do often? Pete from the Army channel, again, great guy. If you haven't seen this, I've given him a shout out before, but I'll say it again. The Armory channel, Pete's just a straight shooter. He just tells it how it is, and he's been making a lot of longer videos. And I enjoy him so much, and a lot of people do this, I think, is that if I see a video that's 26 minutes long, and I don't have 26 minutes right now, I put that in the back of my mind. And I make time for that later to watch. It's like if there's a movie coming on TV. You may not always have 2 hours to watch a movie, so you say, all right, you make a mental note of it, and you go back and you watch it later. So a lot of the bigger YouTubers have viewers that do that. They'll make time for it. But starting off, if you have not established much on your channel, try to keep your videos short and keep people wanting more. Be a little bit of a tease. If you have a really cool knife you want to show it, talk about it, and kind of hint that in a future video you'll talk more about it, And people like that video, of course, they'll stick around and watch more. All right, number 4, strategy. Now, this is something I don't do either. This is, again, specifically for the people just trying to gain subscribers so they have a big base and, again, establish a position here on YouTube, and then they can do what they want. Something I don't do specifically. And some of these things are video response posts, okay? If you don't have a big channel, okay, and you're just starting off and you want to gain some views, find some people that have a lot of viewers, okay, and post video responses, but please make sure it pertains to what the subject they're talking about, okay? Don't put a video about your cat as a video response to a knife review, okay? Don't do that. But let's say there's a big YouTuber and they're talking about, I don't know, the price of food's going up. Make a video response talking about the same thing, okay? When people watch that big subscriber, they're going to get curious when they see that little thumbnail of your little face sitting there. They're going to go, what's this guy have to say? They click on you, there you go. If they like you, they'll stick around, okay? That's strategy. Now, I don't do that, okay? If I have something specific I want to say in a video response, I'll do that, but I don't specifically go out and do that. Some people might see that as spamming, okay? I think it's fine if you have the subject match the one that you're posting a video response about, okay? You'd think that's common sense, but not everyone might feel the same way. Also, having to do with strategy is when you post. And this is interesting. I just found this out. Here's a tip. Shut your phone off. Hold on a second. You know what? This is actually important. All right. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Well, it wasn't super important. It was a coworker. It was her birthday today, and I gave her a card, so she wanted to call me. And when I saw the name, I figured I should take it. Anyway, all right. So, okay, I was talking about strategy. Here's the other thing that I've recently learned about, and I never gave any thought to this whatsoever, but I think it's really interesting. And it's the fact that some of the major YouTubers, they specifically post their videos at certain times of the week and of the day. Okay. Generally speaking, most big YouTubers don't post anything on Sunday because for the most part it's a family day. People who are religious, maybe at the church, all kinds of stuff like that. So generally people aren't by their computers. A good tip, if again you're specifically looking to increase your subscriber base, is to post your good videos in the afternoon. First off, because most people who are working during the day will not see it right away. So post in the afternoon, so when they're home and they're generally on the computer, they'll see there's a new video and they get all excited and watch your video. As well as posting on Thursday or Friday. Those seem to be the most popular days because obviously everyone's winding down from a long work week, generally speaking, and the weekend's coming. A lot of people go away for the weekend. They do stuff. They're not necessarily on their computer. So this is just another thought, is to actually think about what generally people do in their lives, and think about when you're on the computer. When do you spend most of your time on the computer? Post your video at that time. Okay, there's probably other people just like you. So that's more having to do with strategy on getting more views and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Well, I didn't number these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 5. Okay. Communication. It is essential to communicate with your viewers, okay? If you make videos and people comment on them and they send you messages and you do not reply to anything, people will stop watching your videos, okay? Again, this is a general statement. There are exceptions. But what makes me, I guess, fun to watch is that I'll talk to you. I'm down to earth. I like communicating with you guys. This is the whole experience. It's not a one-way street. Okay, I make the videos. You tell me about it. You give me feedback. I talk. Right? I give you information. You have questions. I give you answers when I can. Stuff like that. It's very, very important to talk to your viewers, okay, and your friends that you make on here. That's what makes the experience fun, is the communication. Okay, it's not a business. It's not, just a regular website. It's a two-sided street here, okay? Participate with everyone. Along the same thing with communication, I'll get back to talking about haters and negativity. Listen, we're all human beings. You can have a complete stranger give you a very stupid comment, and some people take it to heart. I get caught up with that every now and then. You can't help but either get upset or mad or frustrated with people when they post certain things, And as many people have said before, once you go completely anonymous online, the bullies they come out of the woodwork, okay? And you get people who, they just feed on negativity. They want to see you fail. You can't let those people get to you. Generally speaking, I ignore people these days. I don't get frustrated. I don't get mad. Occasionally I'll comment back because I think it's funny. But if I'm having an off day, if I'm having like a really hard day, and I come home and I open a video, look at a comment someone wrote, and it's something really negative, it hurts, and I try not to let it get to me. But like I said, I'm a human being, okay? Sometimes it gets to me. Sometimes I get upset over it, but it doesn't last very long. It's YouTube, it's not a family member or anything, So my best tip to you is completely ignore these people. Don't respond, okay? They want you to write something bad back. They want to have a back and forth. They want to gain attention on themselves. That's what they like. They're ugly little trolls in the darkness. But what they want you to do is put a spotlight on them so everyone gets to peek, and hopefully they think join in. But that never happens. The best thing you could do is let them starve. People say don't feed the trolls, and it's very true. Don't give them something to feed on, and don't give them any kind of a response, because that's what they're looking for. If you get upset every now and then, like I said, you're human. That's what happens to me. But generally speaking, I try to ignore them. Subject material, number 6. All right. If you have a great personality, it's like a puzzle, okay? You got to have all the pieces. Everything has to fit just right. Subject material is another important part of the whole thing here. You could have a great personality. You could have a $5,000 camera, a whole studio system. You have the perfect technical setup, and you're a good person. But if you make a video talking about cherry tomatoes and how they're round, It's actually really funny because I'm trying to give a good example of this, and I realize that my subject material sometimes is so completely twisted and just out there. This obviously doesn't apply to me, but generally speaking, if you have everything in place, make sure that what you're talking about is either interesting or funny or a combination of both. But it's funny because, as I'm saying, I'm picturing some of my videos I've made, and I think, I totally am going against what I'm suggesting here. So that kind of made me laugh there. All right, so make sure your subject material is interesting or funny. Okay, number 7. This is what I call the 3 bears theory, okay? And not specifically, but it's just, I don't know, just a little thing to maybe remember. The 3 bears theory. If you've seen or heard the story of the 3 bears, you have the one porridge is too hot, the one porridge is too cold, but the baby porridge is just right, okay? Things have to be just right, okay? If you have too much, people are going to be dissuade from it. They're not going to want to watch your video if it's too long and it's too drawn out, okay? But if it's too short, they may not like it either. Things kind of have to be just right, okay? When I'm making my video, I tend to go off topic a lot, but people like that, okay? There's a lot of YouTubers that do that, and that's why people like them, okay? It's their personality. It's just them, And people watch a new video, and they can't wait to see what you're going to say. I mean, the title might say, 1911 review, and they're going to be talking about 1911, but you're watching because you want to see what they say in between that review, okay? It may be a knife review, it may be a flashlight review, but you're watching for them because sometimes they get off topic and you want to hear what they have to say, okay? Because you've created this kind of virtual friendship. So, not too much, not too little. This goes for lengths of video. You don't want it to be 20 seconds. You don't want it to be an hour. I mean, there's always a happy medium, a compromise, okay? Same thing with subject material. You can show one kind of subject, but you don't want to beat a dead horse. If you make a video on, I don't know, let's say, I'm trying to think of an example here. Let's say you make a video on a specific type of flashlight. Okay, that's cool. Then you make another video about the same flashlight, something you forgot to mention. That's cool. Then you make 4 more videos about the same flashlight, stuff you already said. That's not cool. All right, you got to have a little bit of versatility. Okay, so that's my next tip for you guys is the 3 bears theory. Things have to be kind of just right. Not too much, not too little. Okay, number 8 is be generous with other people that you meet on here. Okay, shoutouts. This is kind of in the whole realm of shoutouts. And this goes back to the 3 bears thing, Don't make your whole channel shoutouts, but don't ignore people. Okay, you got to have a happy medium. If you see someone that you really like and you don't think that they're getting enough attention, but you think they're really worth watching, give them a shout out. If you see someone who has a very popular channel and you really like them, give them a shout out. All right, but don't have every one of your videos be shout out videos. Have your own thing going on. Okay, some channels on YouTube, their entire channel is basically talking about other channels. There's nothing really wrong with that, but if you want to get ahead as your own channel, you got to do your own thing. Okay, but that little tip was just to be generous. It goes back with communication. Be nice to people. You catch more flies with honey. If you're going to be on here and you're going to be negative, expect to get some negative feedback. Number 9, consider critics. It's hard to take criticism, especially on the internet from strangers. But please read the comments from your critics and take it for what it's worth. Take it with a grain of salt. If someone says, you know what, I like your videos, but every time you make a video, it's too dark, consider buying a light. Stuff like that. People are critiquing you because they want to better their experience watching your videos. So take it for what it's worth. If you get a bunch of people telling you, you know what, you got great videos, but the part in your hair, it freaks me out. Don't listen to them because you have to stick with you. If everyone says to change something about you, you shouldn't change yourself. Okay, be true to yourself. Okay, don't change you and your personality and what you do to please others. But if there's little things, like I said, technical stuff, like your videos, but maybe you talk a little much. If you get a lot of people who say that, consistently, don't talk so much. You know, if you want to, in fact, please your viewers. So consider the criticism, okay? Don't get upset over criticism. We're all human. We all make mistakes. One of my pet peeves, and I mentioned this before, is if I make a mistake in a video, I get 5,000 comments about the same mistake. No one goes back and reads and sees that, you know, 50 other people said it. Of course, everyone's got to say it. It's a pet peeve of mine. That's more having to do with, I think, viewer courtesy. You know, that's for a whole nother video. But anyway, okay. And number 10, and this is by far the most important. Have fun. That's all it's about. It's not a job. You're not clocking in and clocking out. You're here to be entertained, okay, and to make friends. Just have fun. If YouTube for you at some point is not fun, stop going to YouTube. Just quit, okay? And I'm not talking, I mean, there could be unfun moments, sure. We all have our bad YouTube days, you know. Maybe someone's comment got to you, you know, that stinks. But I'm saying if you're making videos and you're trying to get subscribers and video after video, everything you do, you completely fail, okay? Try to change what you're doing, but don't change yourself. You know, change your format, change little things. But if at the end of the day you really cannot succeed on here, don't kill yourself over it, okay? It's just YouTube. At that point, maybe you want to consider yourself a viewer and not a video maker, okay? At some point, you just don't want to have your life consumed with this idea that you're going to come on here and get 1 million subscribers, and it just doesn't happen. You know, if you're not getting views, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something wrong. You know, people may just, you know, people fall through the cracks all the time. There's such great channels here with like 200 subscribers, and I don't know why. People who have been around for, you know, years. Actually, you know what? I just got a thought. I'm going back to my not too much, not too little. There's something I meant to mention, and that is how often you post videos, okay? The people who generally post one video and then there's nothing for like a month or two, generally speaking, they lose their viewers. It's not always the case. One good example is Fabio Crow, Tony. Some of you guys know Tony. I think he's a great guy. He had a long stint where he didn't have any videos, you know, and I still love him. I'm still a viewer. I'm still a subscriber, you know. But for some people, he's an exception, and some people are. But generally speaking, if you're new to YouTube and you start posting videos and all of a sudden you went from one video a day to now you post once a month, you're not going to have viewers, because what's the point? Why are people going to subscribe to you if you're never going to put out videos, you know? And on the flip side, if you put out 15 videos a day, people are going to miss so many videos and they're going to get sick of seeing all this clutter in their subscription box, and it's going to make each one of your videos less important, because now they're going to have to choose. They're going to have to prioritize. All right, well, you just put up 5 videos. Which one am I going to watch? I only have a little bit of time to do this, you know? And so a lot of your videos are going to get missed and people aren't going to see them. So anyway, that's it. That's my 10 tips. God, who knows how long this video is. It's going to be a long one. I don't even know when I started here, but anyway, I hope it helps you guys. I wish everyone success, but you have to create your own success, okay? And like I said, it's not about numbers. It's about you enjoying what you do here on YouTube and having fun, and at the end of the day, knowing that you did your best. That is a successful person. So good luck to everyone who's venturing into posting your own videos and making their own little spot here on YouTube and calling it home. Once again, guys, thanks for watching the video. As always, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.